People always ask me why I refuse to go back to my childhood home. They think I'm hiding some trauma or running from painful memories. The truth is worse. Much worse. This is not a ghost story. This is a testimony, and after you hear it, you'll understand why the house still stands empty, untouched for 15 years, because no one lasts more than a week inside it. We moved into the house on Willow Lane when I was 12. It looked normal from the outside, white paint, front porch, big windows, but inside the air felt stale, almost heavy, like the house hadn't breathed in years. The first night I woke up to footsteps in the hallway, slow, dragging footsteps. We hadn't unpacked yet, and my parents assumed it was me wandering. But I was frozen in bed, and the footsteps weren't outside my room. They were inside. I could hear them circling my bed, heavy, slow, like someone barefoot was walking on cold floorboards. I hid under the blanket and waited until morning. When I told my parents, they blamed dreams, but that was just the beginning. The attic door was at the end of the hallway, old, wooden, and swollen from humidity. You had to push it hard just to get it shut. Every night, my mother would close it, and every morning it would be wide open. The house was old, sure, but doors don't open themselves. One night, Dad nailed it shut. The next morning, the nails were on the floor, bent outward, like something inside had pushed them out with force. We never opened the attic again. But it didn't matter. Whatever was in there had already come down. A few weeks later, noises started inside the walls. Not mice, not pipes. These were voices. Whispering. Whispering so softly you could barely catch the words, but loud enough to know they were real. At night, I would hear breathing behind the wall next to my bed. Long, deep breaths, like someone trying to hide but forgetting to breathe quietly. One night, I pressed my ear against the wall, and I swear to God, something pressed back. That was the first time I saw my breath in the room. It was summer. When the shadows started changing shape, I tried convincing myself my mind was playing tricks, until the night I woke up and saw her. A woman, standing in the corner of my room, so tall her head almost touched the ceiling. Her hair was covering her face, dripping down like seaweed pulled from a lake. I couldn't scream, I couldn't move. She didn't walk. She shifted. Like her body wasn't solid, like she was made of smoke and bone. When she reached my bed, she leaned until her face hovered inches above mine, and then she whispered, "You shouldn't be here." I fainted. The next morning, I woke up on the floor with bruises on my wrists, like someone had dragged me. The basement door had a lock, a heavy iron lock. One night around 3 a.m., I heard it rattling, violently, like someone was yanking it from the other side. I woke my dad. He checked. No windows open, no animals, nothing. But the lock was warm, like someone with burning hot hands had been holding it. Dad sat on the sofa the rest of the night, pale and silent. He never admitted it, but something rattled the door again at dawn. And I think he heard it too. It happened in the middle of a thunderstorm. Mom woke up screaming. Dad rushed into the hallway, and that's when we all heard it. Footsteps, running footsteps, from the attic, down the hallway, straight toward us. But the attic was nailed shut from the outside. Then all the lights in the house died at once. In the darkness, we heard the breathing again, that long, deep breath now right behind us. We didn't wait, we didn't pack, we didn't look back. Dad grabbed the keys, Mom grabbed me. We ran out into the rain, barefoot and terrified. From the car, I looked at my bedroom window. There she was, the tall woman, her head turned completely sideways, watching us drive away, her mouth stretching into a smile that didn't belong on a human face. Years later, as an adult, I tried researching the house. This is what I found. 2 children disappeared from the house in 1979. A woman was found dead in the attic in 1954. Every family that moved in after that left suddenly without explanation. One previous owner claimed the house does not like people. But the worst bit? The original blueprint of the house didn't include an attic. It was added later, and the person who built it, he went missing shortly after. His body was found inside the walls, sealed alive. The woman I saw, she wasn't a ghost. She was something older. Something that lived inside the house before any of us ever stepped through the door. Something that wanted us gone, and she succeeded. If you're watching this, don't go looking for the house. Some houses aren't haunted, they're alive, and they don't like when you disturb